Let's look at two realities. Would you rather have a Saturday night with nothing ahead of you on a Sunday morning with a glass of wine, maybe a glass of tea, a partner to snuggle with, or a kiddo or a friend or a dog, whatever you have available to snuggle with and make you feel nice and cozy? Or would you rather have an evening full of packing things and making sure that you have everything possible done by Monday morning so that you can trudge down to the post office or the shipping center and get everything in the mail and hope that they inevitably don't lose several items at a time? I will give you a moment to think about which of these situations you would rather encounter every single week. Okay, that's enough time because everybody picked the first situation. Nobody wants to be packaging up physical inventory that needs to then go out into the back of trucks all over your country and get delivered to customers who are going to be angry that the delivery was late, that their package was mashed in, that the UPS driver flung the package at the side of the house. Like, I don't even know. So everybody would rather be in the first situation where they are snuggling up in a nice cozy movie situation and just checking their phone for sales and knowing that there's nothing else they need to be doing. If you would rather sell products that are delivered on demand rather than physically packed up and shipped out every single day, then this is the video for you. I'm about to show you how we can flip e-commerce on its head into a new industry that I have come up with the term for called d-commerce, as in digital commerce. So this is when you sell digital products through an online storefront. Instead of shipping and selling physical products that take a lot of time and you have to house the inventory and buy the inventory, with d-commerce, all the inventory is up here and then converted into Google Docs, Canva templates, lots of different kinds of digital files that are delivered at the point of sale every single day. Hello and welcome back. I'm Christina Scalera and I help you to make money online through using the intellectual property that you come up with in your head and turn into things that people need each and every day. And we do this with our digital products, usually things like templates and digital planners and checklists and lots of things that people could be using in their lives that you already have up here. You just have to get it out and put it in front of the right person. I created my d-commerce store back in 2015 when I realized that there was a sweet spot in the industry. There were people that were charging a lot of money for their services that most new entrepreneurs couldn't afford. But there were also subscription-based low-cost services in my niche that also were charging prices that, while they were affordable, kind of covered a lot of extra stuff that my ultimate customers didn't really need. So I founded something called the Contract Shop, and it's been running ever since, where I sell people exactly what they need, no more, no less. We don't try to take their money for a subscription or sell them through a funnel. We simply have an online storefront that sells these digital templates that they can access 24/7 and be up and running with their clients in less than 10 minutes from the time that they find our shop to the checkout to sending it off to a client. And to date, we have over 400 clients who have gone through this framework that I've created around e-commerce selling, and they've created their own products in their own stores, and they're now selling their intellectual property that they came up with on their own through this e-commerce sales process. Let's compare this to one of the most common ways that we see on TikTok and YouTube to make money, which is something called e-commerce, as in electronic commerce. And typically this involves an Amazon, fulfilled by Amazon seller, or sometimes it's called drop shipping. E-commerce refers to when someone goes on your website, makes a purchase, and then a physical product is sent out. And a lot of people tout e-commerce as the answer to all of your money problems. It's gonna help you get really, really wealthy. It's gonna happen so fast. But the problem with e-commerce that people don't talk about enough is that it's really hard to find a product that hits. And it's so hard because you have to stock inventory, you have to factor in shipping costs, which are variable with gas prices and tariffs and things like that. So it can be a really, really challenging venture to try an e-commerce business. And it's not the first place I would go to if I were trying to start some kind of business business where I no longer have to be employed at a 9 to 5. However, on the flip side, e-commerce requires just what you have in your brain. It only needs things like a free tool called Google Docs or Canva, and that's it. So you can get started by pre-selling your products, which I've covered at length on this channel, so you'll want to watch those pre-sales videos. But you can get started by pre-selling an idea. You don't even have to create it yet, and sell it through your e-commerce store to see if people are even going to buy that thing. And then if they do, you can deliver it within a short amount of time, typically faster than it would take you to buy something from AliExpress and have it shipped out to your customers in an e-commerce type situation where you're drop shipping. The other reason I like e-commerce selling over e-commerce selling is because you have complete control over the entire process. You don't have to worry about manufacturer delays or quality control because you are all of those things. And because you're not actually creating a physical product, it's relatively easy if you can read and write to do any kind of quality control. Plus, you're going to take the feedback, there's always feedback, and you're going to take that feedback and just integrate it into your products going forward. Feedback is actually a really great thing in the instance of e-commerce products because it allows you to get even more efficient and even better at selling your products. When we compare this with e-commerce, feedback is a mixed bag. Sometimes it's a good thing, oftentimes it's just ranty customers who are mad that they overpaid in their opinion, or got a defective or damaged product, or it turned their skin red or whatever. Those are situations where I wouldn't want to take on that kind of liability, and so that's why I've stuck to e-commerce selling. Let's talk about who e-commerce selling is actually good for, because e-commerce selling is not for the people that are just a hit it and quit it entrepreneur who are a flash in the pan or trying to get rich quick. E-commerce selling is for somebody who really has a deep desire to serve their audience, and you know you have innate talents or knowledge that just really isn't getting out there and to your customers in the fastest way possible. So let's take some e-commerce examples to illustrate who this is a good fit for. One of my clients, Kelly, has an online store where she helps stay-at-home parents or just parents that are looking to spend more time with their kids do that. And she's come up with these exercises that people can download from her store and then print and have alongside them to make sure that they're doing some kind of educational, fun activity with their children. I know that sounds like, well, couldn't I just watch a YouTube video and get the same thing? Yes, but if you are traveling and you don't have access to internet, like if you're going camping, or if this is something where you just want something really nifty that you can keep next to you on an iPad and not just pause and start a YouTube video, that's exactly where her products come in and fill a deep void. So this isn't going to be something that is like rocket science. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just have to figure out a way to deliver your products to the audience who needs them in the most efficient way possible. And not just efficiently, but also to the audience who is a little bit underserved. Like there's just like something a little bit annoying about how they have to access information or do something right now that is not working out for them. So if a simpler, easier, more convenient solution were to appear, they would invest in that. And so that's exactly what her shop has allowed her to do with her customers. E-commerce is going to be a great fit for somebody who is already a service provider and can't take on any more clients. So if you are getting to the point where you're just burnt out of working with clients, or you are physically incapable of handling any more clients, like your caseload or your capacity is totally full, then it's a really good idea to start to productize some of your services, start to pull out some of the templates and guides and checklists and Asana boards and ClickUp templates and all that stuff that you're already using with your own clients, and sell that to the public so that they can use it without hiring you because they can't. You're either not available or you just don't want to work with them anymore. E-commerce products are also great for my course creators out there who are just looking to make a little bit of extra revenue, especially in times like the R word happening right now, the recession, where people aren't looking to spend $2,000 on a course. It's likely that in the creation of that course, you created some workbooks, maybe some guides, maybe some templates or captions, and you can pull those things out and sell them as individual products. So this is a really big help to you who isn't maybe hitting the same kind of sales numbers and goal that you had with a $2,000 course. Now you can pull it out and have these less expensive, more accessible products to the general public, especially during this economic downturn or whatever you want to call it. Another person who eCommerce is really great for are those of you who decide to smash that like button and subscribe, because it really helps this video out in the YouTube algorithm. I spend a lot of money and time creating it, and all you have to do is enjoy it and watch those little rainbow bubbles appear with the confetti all around the like button. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go ahead and try it out. Let me know what you think. Speaking of courses, what is the difference between digital products and courses? Because we hear a lot of talk online about create a digital course, create a digital course. And while I've made an entire video about that, which you can watch next, I also want to just remind you that if you're considering creating a digital product versus a digital course, do you have the time that it takes to create the course versus the product? Because an online course is a lot of work to do the right way. A lot of people will tell you, oh, it's so simple. Just throw it all together, package it up, record it on your iPhone, whatever. Like, that is a thing. You did a thing, but it might not be the best thing. And this is from someone who's created over a dozen online courses, both myself and with things like Creative Live and Honeybook and big people that have produced the courses on my behalf. I can tell you that it is a lot of work to produce something that is quality, that people are going to enjoy, that they're going to share with their friends, and that's going to sell well. Now, when we compare that to digital products, on the other hand, it just has to accomplish a very small result. So where courses are kind of promising them a new future, a digital product just has to change their next 10 minutes. So it's a lot more easy, a lot more manageable to create digital products and to sell those to your customers, not just because they're a little less expensive typically, but they also are easier for you to manage and maintain because you don't have to create this huge 12-module course that takes you weeks and weeks to film and edit. Like, I'm getting tired just thinking about the work it takes to create a course. This Thursday, I'm actually gonna go into even more detail for you service providers who are wondering how to take that service and productize it. How do you take what you do every single day for your clients and turn that into something that is like a cookie cutter stamp for anybody that comes across your brand on the internet? If you're still wondering what kind of digital product to create, and especially if you're a service provider, you're not gonna wanna miss this. So make sure you're subscribed, hit that little bell so you get the notification, and I will see you on Thursday to talk all about how to turn that service into a best-selling product. In the meantime, a video just popped up on your screen, and in that video, I walk you step by step through what it takes to have a best-selling, consistent six-figure shop online. It's a shortcut for those of you who want to get ahead fast and not go through the same stumbling blocks that I had to endure. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.